prestige. I think that I like it. I mean, I like it because we gain an extra hour, but I don't mind it getting dark early and having it be light early. I know eventually I'm probably gonna not like it and eventually I'm gonna struggle with it. But for right now, I love it. But let's spend the day together, shall we? We've got some fun appointments. Usually I try to like smush my appointments together if I can, so I can just like be out of the house for a certain period of time and not have to like leave, come back, whatever. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun today. Have some fun chit chats and we're just gonna hang out.
Oh, hello. Good morning. Good. Okay, can you sit down? Sit down. Okay. Hello. I know. Okay. She loves the robe. I knew she was gonna fuck around with the robe. Hi. Okay. Sit. Oh, big stretch. Gemma, sit. Oh, she's so well behaved. You love your daddy. I know she's a big sleepy girl on social media, but don't be fooled, you guys. She really gets her moments. She gets her moments, and she's still a puppy, and she still gets absolutely buck wild.
Tis the frickin' season. We got this from Home Goods. Home Goods Fine. How cute. So I've been complaining about Nespresso and their pods just tasting like shit. Or the machine, I don't know. We did everything we could with the machine. We got the new machine, the Latissima. It's one that has the frother attached so you can make like cappuccinos and lattes. I haven't really utilized that enough. I honestly don't even know why I got the upgrade of the machine. Our old machine was working fine. I just gave it to my parents because they needed a new one. So I was like, okay, I'll just give the one that I have that's working perfectly fine to my parents because I love them so much and we'll just get an upgrade. But it just has not been tasting the same. So I don't know if it's a machine thing. I don't know if it's an espresso thing. But I did have the vanilla pod yesterday. This one, just the regular sweet vanilla. And it actually wasn't that bad. So I don't know. Nespresso's like a toxic relationship. It's like very on and off. I love honey. Yum. Okay, the moment of truth. Cheers. Yeah, it's good. All right. Nespresso's been officially moved to off of my shit list for right now, but it's at the very, very top of it, so it can quickly move right back. So she has her moments where she gets really, really crazy, you guys. Like I'll do a little video today, but we've got some group training today. Our first group training session with Gemma Lou, because she struggles with just how to contain her excitement around other dogs and sometimes other people, and we need to do a little training with her. So she may be sleepy on social media because she is a big sleepy girl, and she's very sweet. She's just learning, right? You're just a little baby. We got some Christmas decor up here, which is so exciting, and we've got some Christmas decor behind me there. My mom's actually going to come over and help me out. You guys may think I have an eye for interior design, but I get it all from my mother. She just is so artistic and creative when it comes to house decor. You guys saw it in the fall vlog when we went to the pumpkin patch. I showed you a little bit of my mom's, or my parents' home. Like, she just knows what she's doing. She did like a cute little Halloween tree, and she's so good at decorating Christmas trees. You guys, it's like beyond. She has an eye for interior design that
I've taken up a little bit with. I would say my sister has it more. I can do the basics, but when it comes to decor, why is like holiday decor, whether it's like fall, Halloween, or Christmas, I struggle so much with like placement of things. And the more I stare at it, the more I hate it. And I'm like, I don't know. It's hard for me to commit to like putting something in a place for decor and feeling like I really love it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Ugh.
I always forget that I put zip patches on my face. Like these things are so invisible, the zip patches, that sometimes I'll fully wash my face, do my full skincare. Ow, I just ripped out eyebrow hairs. And I will even start to put makeup on before I realize that I have a zip patch on my face. I like black out and forget that I put them on the night before. Best little morning eye cocktail. Got the Refresh Drops. These are moisturizing, and then the Lumify. These make your eyes super white. I usually just like try to bulk order these from Costco. This really wakes me up. I'm crying. You know what the perfect setup is? I know a lot of people argue whether it's hair or makeup or outfit or whatever. I think it's skincare first, then you do your hair so you can let the skincare sink in, okay? Because the reason that your makeup probably isn't looking good or it's pilling or whatever is because you don't have a good skincare routine before. Now, I'm not saying like my skincare routine will work for you, because it won't. You have to do whatever skincare routine that is beneficial to your skin type. And then you do your hair so you can let the skincare just soak in and drink into your skin. So you can have nice, refreshing, plump, hydrated, glowy, dewy skin. Then you do your makeup, you let your hair settle, you slay the makeup. Then, if need be, do touch-ups to your hair, and then you do the outfit. You can't do the outfit unless if you've got the full hair and makeup. Unless if it's just me, like I cannot see the I will not see the vision if my hair and my makeup is not done. Because sometimes I try on an outfit with like no hair or makeup done, just to kind of get a feel of like what I'm kind of going for, and I would hate it. It looks horrible, and I'm like, absolutely not. And then I'll do my hair and makeup and throw on the same outfit, and I'm like, wait a minute. It's actually not that bad. I think that that is the recipe. And I just don't get how people would be able to do makeup first, because it's like, I want my makeup to be so fresh leaving the door. I don't want to have my makeup on and then spend like an hour on my hair, or like 30 to 40 minutes on my hair, and then figure out the outfit, which is another like hour and a half. You're telling me that I have my makeup on for like an extra hour and a half, where it could be a little hour and a half fresher? Do you guys get what I mean? I don't know. You let me know. If you can give a valid argument, I'm willing to listen. I'm all about that. Like, I'm all about that. If you want to let me know what you think, and if you have like a valid argument, I'm down to get down. There's nothing worse than putting on like your outfit, a little long sleeve moment, and forgetting to put deodorant on. This is a tight shirt too. This is probably not a shirt that I should be wearing to get my blood draw in. It's from Amazon, but it's not very flexible, especially when I roll up my sleeves. But it's a cute top, and I kind of like how it's not flexible, because it kind of makes me feel like, which is how I want to feel all the time. I promise you guys a favorites video is coming soon. I already showed you one of my favorite scents in, I think, the fall vlog, like the pumpkin patch one, but my other one, Father Figure by Fleur, nothing like it. There is nothing like it. It's like clean girl, musky, airy, fresh. Just, oh, it's such a good everyday scent. Are the glasses too much? These are my prescription glasses. These are one of my few prescription glasses that I have from Elisa Johnson. I get a lot of my sunnies from there, and they had an area where you could put in your prescription and get like a blue light glass lens, whatever. And I like these, but sometimes they just are like a little bit much. But I'm feeling like this is kind of the vibe today. Okay, here's the full fit. I was about to say American Eagle jeans. I used to be an American Eagle gal, but Abercrombie & Fitch jeans. I've got my little Nike Cortezes on. Justice for Nike Cortezes, am I right? I feel like not enough people wear them. And then this top from Amazon, and then my glasses. So this is the fit. One thing about my man is that he is gonna keep me fed.
Always.
Always.
Love you, baby.
I love you.
Fuel for the day.
Go for the day. He always cooks for me. You guys probably don't think that I cook at all. I do, but Nash,
I like to cook.
yeah, it's like he loves to cook, but I really think one of his biggest love languages for our relationship is that he loves to feed me.
Yes.
And I love that. I love
Love
that,
you.
man. Thank you.
You look pretty.
Are you think
I
so?
like your outfit.
You do?
You're running errands.
I know, I'm getting my blood work done. He wants to probably draw my blood so badly. He always starts, I think I mentioned this in the Skin Farm vlog, but a new love language of his besides feeding me is like palpating my veins. So just feeling around on my veins and be like, oh, this is a good one right here. I hope it like on my hand. It'll be like, if I need to, I would do it right here. I'm like, I think he wants to poke me, you guys. I think he does. I know the first responder, nurse, emergency medicine, anybody who works in healthcare probably understands that. But yeah, this is really good. Keep it simple, you guys. We've got corn tortilla, egg, ground beef, some cilantro. Add some hot sauce to it, and you're good to go. That was so good. So the first appointment I'm taking you guys along to today is I am going to get my blood drawn right now to get my hormones tested, which I'm really excited for. It's been 2 years since I've had my hormones tested, and the last time I did it was with my family care doctor in Nevada, but I don't have one out here. And what's really cool is that I'm actually doing it this time through LabCorp OnDemand. This is completely on my own dime and on my own time, which is something that I really, really am excited to share with you guys and share this experience in case you are somebody that wants to get your hormone levels tested, but you don't want to ask your doctor, you don't have a doctor, and you kind of just want to do it on your own. This is exactly what this is for, and I'm really freaking excited to share this with you guys. So basically all you do is you go on LabCorp OnDemand. There are tons and tons of tests on there, not just for you, but also for your partner as well. If you're looking to get any kind of blood work done, you can really get it done on the LabCorp OnDemand. So you go online, you choose the tests that you want to get done, you purchase them just like I did. I chose 3 tests, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, what I'm doing and everything like that. And then you basically purchase that. You will find a LabCorp area near you. I am doing mine through Walgreens, but they also have a ton of like LabCorps like all over the country, as I'm sure you guys are familiar with. And then you go in, you get your blood draw, should be in and out, and then you get the results online in the comfort of your own home. So this is like all done on your own, which is something that I love. It's something that we need. This is definitely for the girls. I do want to know, getting your hormones tested as a woman is super, super important, but something that I do want to say is that we know by now, of course, if you've been through the school of self, we know by now that our hormones fluctuate every single week, depending on where we're at in our cycle. So you do have to take these tests at a certain point in your cycle. I am taking these when I am on my cycle right now. It is that time of the month for me. I am on day 4 right now. So I'm in the middle end of my cycle. And so it's really towards the end for me, very luckily. But it's something that I do want to know. It's something that you have to pay attention to it when it comes to ordering this test and also scheduling your appointment. So the first test that I'm getting done today is the standard thyroid test. I'm reading off of LabCorp OnDemand's website as well, because I don't want to butcher any of this information for you guys, and I want to give you guys a little insight to what I'm getting done today. So the standard thyroid test is really great for just overall health, but it measures both thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH, and free T4 in your blood to assess thyroid function. It screens for specific thyroid health conditions such as underactive thyroid, or better known as hypothyroidism, and overactive thyroid, better known as hyperthyroidism. The next test that I'm getting done is the estradiol E2 test. Now, we all know how important estrogen is when it comes to being a woman and also our cycle as well. But estradiol plays an important role in the menstrual cycle, supporting pregnancy and just maintaining overall reproductive health. If you have low estradiol levels, that can impact your bones, brain, cardiovascular, and reproductive health. If you are experiencing symptoms of dry skin, trouble concentrating, hot flashes, mood swings, menstrual changes, you may have low levels of estradiol.
Now, the LabCorp OnDemand estradiol E2 test measures the level of estradiol in your blood to provide insights on our hormonal health. This is going to be a very important one, which I'm really excited for. The next test that I'm getting done is the follicle stimulating hormone, better known as the FSH blood test. Now, FSH is a protein produced in the pituitary gland, and it has a vital role in your sexual development and reproductive health. FSH helps to stimulate the growth of eggs and ovaries, which is essential, obviously, for promoting ovulation. Now, this FSH blood test measures FSH level and can provide information on female reproductive health and hormone balance. A change in hormonal levels can cause symptoms such as irregular periods, decreased sex drive, and weight fluctuations. So this is basically just going to give me a roadmap of where my hormones are at this current point on day 4 of my cycle. It's going to be kind of like a little snapshot of what today looks like, which is going to be really cool. Now, I got some text messages here. Everything has been so smooth and so easy with this process, which is like really awesome. So I just did a mobile check-in through, I did not even know that this was a part of it. But yeah, I just checked in through my phone, which is really cool. And they are going to text me when they are ready to see me. So I can just kind of like wait in my car. I can wait in the waiting area. Obviously, we're going to wait in the car right now. Okay, just got a text message saying your LabCorp technician is ready to see you. Please proceed to the LabCorp check-in area and your name will be called shortly. All right, you guys, let's do this. Okay, we need to go there. Okay, I was not even in there for longer than 3 minutes. I walked straight to the back. They called my name right away. I didn't even have to check in because I already checked in online. Because of course I'm going in there. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I already checked in. She drew my blood and I'm out of here. Look at boom, just like that. So easy, so simple. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to wait for my results to be delivered to me via e-patient portal. A few things that I want to know. I do have a code for you guys, Sophia10, if you want to save $10 on your order. I'm going to put a link in the description below. And also most LabCorp OnDemand tests are FSA, HSA available, which is really, really awesome. And so that's something that I just wanted to highlight for you guys in case this is something that you are wanting to do. What I'm also going to do in another vlog when I get my results back is I'm going to be sharing my results with you guys as well and walk you through the process of what it was like to get the results and seeing if my hormones are within level given my age. I mean, I do have a very regular cycle. I feel great, so I'm hopeful that everything is all good to go, but you just never know, which is why getting your blood work done, I think it's just something that is super, super important. I always say to you guys, like on my podcast or anything, getting your blood work done at least once a year. It's basically just a map of what's going on the inside, and being able to know that information and also being able to track trends throughout each year is something that I think is so, so important, because you may be fine one year and then all of a sudden 6 months later you're feeling like things are different. Get your blood work done, see what's going on, and yeah, I'm really excited to kind of share this experience with you guys. Now I'm gonna head back home. I'm gonna do a little bit of work that I have to catch up on, and then we are gonna head to the next appointment, which is to get these nails done. Now if you guys know me, look at this. Okay, the nails are all still intact. Now let's hope that I don't break one before the appointment, but this was a really fun little purple color. They're definitely grown out right now for Halloween, but they all stayed on. So that's a win in my book. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, we just had a win. Puppy win, you guys. It's just me now. Chooch went to work. Nash went to work. And we have to crate Gemma pretty much like anytime that we all leave the room and there's not somebody down here, because she will try to escape from, we have like a little gate right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. So, oh my God, I just went up and down the stairs. I'm also so excited right now, but we have a gate there. She only has been exposed to this first floor because you guys, puppies do not need to explore like a couple stories of a home. We have 3 stories here. This house is way too big for her to be exploring as a puppy. And this area is plenty big enough for her. There's been moments where I've given her baths in our bathroom. She's explored our bedroom before. She has escaped a few times and she's gone upstairs and whatnot. But big win, I just told her to sit and stay on the couch. And it's just me home. I went upstairs, I grabbed my laptop to do some work down here. so I can hang out with her. And she stayed in the same exact spot. I was only up and down. It was only like 15 seconds, but usually she just bolts right away and she doesn't give a fuck. But she did it. Look at how sweet. Mom is so proud of you. Yes, you're such a good girl. Do you want some peanut butter? Do you want some peanut butter? You want a peanut butter, Matt? Oh, that is a win. You guys, it's a win. It's a big win. Yay. Also, I got this. This is like a calm peanut butter. There's no CBD or hemp in it, but it has L-tryptophan and ashwagandha, valerian root, and then just like pumpkin and peanut butter. So I think that is what makes it calming. Very small amount. This isn't able to be like filled up with a Kong or anything. You definitely need like just regular peanut butter. So I usually give her just like a little bit of this peanut butter. I get it from like a local ma and pa shop. And then I'll add a little bit this to it so she can be calm, cool, and collected. Watch her eyes. I just love when puppy eyes get like this. I always show her the peanut butter before. So let me unravel this. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? Look how cute she is. Like, I know I'm buying. Did you just toot? What is this? Oh my goodness. She's like, give that to me right now. Stop teasing me, Mom. So I got this mat off of Amazon. You know, all the dog moms, the ma's and pa's out there know what the dealio is. But I take usually just about this much of the hemp, nothing too crazy. They only need like a small amount of peanut butter a day. And then I'll take some of this, put it on the mat, all up in there. It's honestly hard to spread it on a mat like this, but the cool thing about peanut butter is that it keeps them distracted for a while. So, because they just be licking and licking and licking. All right, let's go, come on. Come on, oh wait, no, come here. Okay. Can you sit down? Good girl. There you go. There you go. I'm sitting on the opposite side of my counter. Usually our bar stools go on the other side, but it's backlit and I tried to record a video and I'm like, you can't even see my face. So I'm sitting on a weird side of my counter right now, but I want to kind of chat with you guys about what I do when it comes to running my business, owning a business, and being an entrepreneur. I know that when people probably are like new to my content on social media, they probably just automatically assume that I am an influencer content creator and that's how I make my money through brand deals, but that could not be further from the truth. You guys know that I really don't do too many brand deals or anything like that. I'm just not. It's not that I'm not interested in stuff. I have done some here and there where it's companies that I genuinely support, I've purchased myself and I actually really love. But other than that, I don't really make my money through content. I do make money through content, but it's not how I make my money. It's not my really like my main source of income. So I started my LLC. I'm now an S Corp. So I actually switched this year from an LLC to an S Corp. So I'm now a corporation. We've got payroll, baby. We are hella official and shit. But I opened up my LLC my senior year of college when I was a full-time student. I was working almost full-time as a nanny and I was graduating and trying to figure it out. I decided to get my certification in personal training and I poured all of my eggs into one basket. I told my parents I'm not doing the traditional 9 to 5. I don't want to do it. I want to run a business. I want to work for myself. I want to be a personal trainer. I'm going to do it in person. It's going to be great. And then I started posting my stuff online. I was primarily a fitness influencer when things kind of started out, or how I started on social media was really pushing fitness content. And then I got a few inquiries, not a lot, but a few where people were like, hey, I'm in Minnesota. Can you write a workout programming for me? And I was like, yeah, I can do that. And then I was like, wait, can I coach online? And then I started doing research. I reached out to some fitness influencers who were so kind to respond to me. And they're like, yeah, I do all of my training online. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So then eventually I coached in person for about 6-7 months and did personal training. And then I decided to fully go online and do online fitness coaching. And by posting and sharing stuff online, that has marketed my business in a way that wasn't like super in your face where I was like constantly talking about my business, but I was talking about, birth control, hormones, my cycle, and my experiences that I was going through. And it caught traction and that organically led people to my coaching programming. Fast forward, here I am now. Things were not automated at all. Things are now with my business very automated. I've taken a very different leadership role within my little company that I have. I have a whole team now, which is really exciting, but it didn't used to be that way. I used to do obviously all of the one-on-one coaching, the taxes, opening up my business, all of my accounting every single month and running my numbers. That was something that just me and my manager at the time, he's still my manager. He's great. He started out as a friend, Mike, and we kind of started to do this together. We're still friends and he's still my manager and stuff, but it's like a friendship. It's not a management company. I don't have like a management company or anything like that. But anyways, he was kind of a helping hand. It was mostly just me, but now it's come to a point where my business has grown so much that I have been so fortunate enough to have and hire 2 assistant coaches onto my team. One of them, Gina, being a certified personal trainer, and then the other one, Lexi, being a certified hormone health coach, and she has her degree in nutrition. Lexi does nutrition only program. Gina does fitness and nutrition. So I've taken a step back. I'm a little bit more hands off with one-on-one coaching, but now what I do is I help them run their business. So I kind of do all of the operation side of things, and I love it, love it, love it. I definitely was feeling burnt out with one-on-one coaching after doing it for 3 years, nonstop, 365 days a year. It was really hard for me to take a break. I was feeling a little burnt out. Gina came in. I finished out with my clients. She took all new clients. And then also due to the fact that obviously I have a niche within the hormone health industry, I would say, or I guess content. A lot of you guys wanted to be coached by me with hormone health coaching, and I am not certified in that. I don't have any kind of credentials in that by any means, and I'm not ever gonna do that. That is something that's why I decided to hire on Lexi to my team, and she's kind of taken over that role. So if you have any like hormonal health issues, Lexi is there for you. I just like to educate myself, and I give you guys based off of my education and my experience, but that doesn't mean that I'm able to coach by any means at all. Again, I don't have the education or certification in that. So yeah, basically long story short, things look a lot different now. Things are automated. Now I have Lexi and Gina who have taken over the one-on-one fitness side of things. I now help them run their business when it comes to running their numbers every month, helping them out with taxes, helping them out with all the legalities of stuff. I now have an accountant. I have a financial advisor. So he and I meet twice a month, right before the 15th and right before the end of the month. We always have an end of the month meeting. We run over numbers. He does all of my investments as well. And he is setting up like everything when it comes to like retirement fund, investments, and also payroll and payouts, just checking the numbers because I'm a huge numbers gal. So making sure halfway through the month we're on, the right track when it comes to Lexi and Gina, when it comes to myself and everything like that. So yeah, I've got 4 people on the payroll. I've got Lexi, Gina, my manager, Mike, and then also my sister who does work here and there for me when it comes to not content, but like graphic design stuff. She is a Canva queen and she is amazing at that. Yeah, I would say I'm kind of just like a mentor to them right now. I help them out when it comes to content. I'm there for them emotionally and mentally because running a business is really hard. It can feel very isolating and lonely. I help them out when it comes to certain client cases, if they're struggling with the client, if they need extra advice or wisdom or anything like that. That's kind of what I'm here for. And then I'm also here to help them make multiple sources of income and make as much money as possible, basically. And that's kind of like what I do. So my day-to-day looks so different. Some days are way more busy when it comes to meetings, and some days are not as busy. I would say this past year of 2024, I've really been able to focus more on my content, which has driven business to Gina and Lexi, which has been huge because I'm not as hands-on with the one-on-one coaching. And that part of my brain has kind of been shut off a little bit. It's allowed me to open up more to be creative with my content and dive more into that, which has been great. But it doesn't mean that I like just do content. They kind of work hand in hand. The more that I post, the more that my posts gain traction and people like what I have to say, the more eyes on the business, the more clients for Lexi and Gina. And that's kind of how things work. But yeah, it looks different every single day. Like some days I feel very, very fortunate to get to this point where my days are like just a couple hours of work here, a couple hours of work there. I don't have to be sitting at a desk for like hours on end, but it did not always used to look like that. I busted my ass for 3 years straight, posting multiple times a day. I did a get ready with me for the gym every day. I was always on my Instagram story. I was consistent. There were many times where my videos were flopping and the views weren't there, and then a video would catch, and then I'd get more traction. I'd get a new spark of energy tons of ups and downs, a lot of months where I did not make enough income to even like cover basic costs, a lot of months that were way above means, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? There's a lot of ups and downs, but it may look great right now, and I feel like a lot of people want to get to this point immediately, but you've got to put in the work. Like, you've got to be consistent. You've got to put in the work. Running a business is not easy. There's a ton that people I don't think really understand when it comes to the backgrounds of things, when it comes to taxes, making sure you're putting enough away, making sure you're paying taxes on time, how to even do that, how to make sure that you are in good standing, and making sure that your yearly fees are being paid when it comes to like governmental standing with your business. And switching from an LLC to an S Corp has been a lot. It's very different than an LLC. It's a lot more official. There is a lot more fine lines than just having an LLC, and it's been a very new experience, which has been exciting. But I'm very blessed and very fortunate to be where I'm at. I don't ever really, as an Aquarius, take the time to recognize my accomplishments. I feel like I am not doing enough at all times. I really struggle to be able to sit down and be like, no, I fucking did that. Like, that is pretty cool to be able to run a successful, have a company at this point, like a team and everything. But I want more. Like, I'm hungry, I'm like, I want my girls to be eating more. I want to be eating more. Like, I am far from done when it comes to this. But that, I don't know. My day-to-day, it looks so different every time. But I would say I do have a little bit more free time now. It doesn't mean that I don't work. It just looks different every single day. Some days are super busy. Some days are really not that busy at all. But I always do a little bit of work here and there. I don't have a 9-to-5, but I work 24/7 in the sense that I'm working like always in my head, and I'm working every single day. I'm working a little bit every day. It's hard for me to ever just take a day off. So there's like definitely benefits. Obviously, I get to create my own schedule, which is like the best thing ever, and I get to have that freedom. But yeah, I guess that's kind of the highs and lows. Now, if you're wanting to do what I do, here we go, I'm going to plug it. If you're wanting to do what I do and you're wanting to be in this position, Gina and I released a coaching course, how to be an online fitness coach, how to run a business from the ground up. I give you everything, all of my tips and tricks with social media, marketing yourself, like how to post, all the different things. And there's a community that we created out of it. We already have a good amount of coaches there right now, which is really exciting. You do not have to have any kind of certification. This is just an educational course for you. I am going to plug it in the description for you guys for sure. But if you're wanting to do this, it's the perfect opportunity. We have payment plans as low as $44 a month. We want to make it accessible for you guys. And I basically spill everything that I kind of just talked to you about in way greater detail. And if you want to do what I do, I basically wrote it out for you guys on what we do and what Gina does and what we're doing here. And it's been really great. But yeah, that's kind of it. I know that was kind of like a little bit of a spiel, but it's just hard because it's boring to I don't know how to show that on social media. Like, I literally just sit on my laptop. I'm, answering emails. I'm looking at Gina and Lexi's clients, making sure everything is all good to go. I'm always running numbers pretty much every single day to make sure that we're on track to have always a better month than the month before, which doesn't always happen, but that's the energy that we always have to bring at the beginning of the month. Setting up meetings and all different kinds of things. It's a lot, but it's kind of like all over the place. But yeah, it's kind of just boring stuff. Like, I'm not gonna have you guys sit in on a meeting with my financial advisor, but I just had one literally the other day, and it's so stressful, fucking so stressful. I'm like, this real life thing is crazy. I only feel like I'm just starting to get my feet on the ground in the real world, and I graduated college in 2021. So if you're feeling, I don't even feel like I have my feet on the ground, but I'm only just starting to feel like that. So if you're feeling very overwhelmed and you're lost, you're in the right spot. You should be feeling that way in your 20s. I don't think anybody has their shit fully together. Yeah, that's kind of like what I do. I don't know if that helped, but I wanted to give you guys that little spiel. You guys know that I love to talk and I want to share more of this stuff. I just am trying to figure out how. But yeah, things are a little bit more automated now, so that gives me free time to be able to post more on social media and kind of dive into that stuff. But it didn't always used to be that way. Not even close. Come here, baby. Let's go in your crate, my love. Come on. Oh, you're so sleepy. Okay, go inside your crate. There you go. Good girl. Girl. I am so irritated with myself. I do this every year. You guys, I do this all the time. I will leave the house. I'm right around the corner from my house. I know I closed the garage And then I will sit there and gaslight myself into convincing myself that I did not close the garage. So now I know I closed it, but I have convinced myself that I have not closed the garage. And now we are going back home to close the garage. Or just to see if it's already closed, which it already is. It's so irritating. I hate when I do this. This is probably my least favorite part about myself is the gaslighting of like, didn't close the garage, didn't turn my curler off or whatever. When I know that I did, but I have to go back. I must go back and I can see it from here. We're scooting through. Yep, it's closed. Of course it is. Of course it is, because I always close the fucking garage. Okay, but anyways, now we're on our way to go to Nash's work to pick up his AirPods. I left my AirPod case on the plane when I was going to Reno, or coming back from Reno to Nashville. I had my AirPods in and I forgot the case on the plane. And it's $100 to buy a new one, and I just don't want to buy a new one. So I'm gonna go pick up Nash's AirPods at work, and it's just an excuse to see my man. And then we're gonna head to my appointment. I like to pop in a podcast during my appointment because my nail guy, Tian, he is very quiet. He just doesn't talk a lot, and I love that. Like, I've been to nail artists where like I'm dishing out all the tea, which is really fun, and I love that moment. But sometimes I like getting my nails done and just like not talking, you know. It's kind of nice to just sit there, to listen to a podcast, and to just like be quiet. And my guy Tian knows that, and I love that. So anyways, that's what we're doing, folks. Thank you. That's my man.
Love you.
I love you, baby. Mwah.
Bye.
Have a good day. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Okay, thanks.
I love you. Bye. In case anybody was wondering, this is Vanderbilt University, which is kind of cool. I feel like a lot of people don't know that Vanderbilt is in Nashville. Obviously, really smart people. Every time I drive by there, I'm like, or I drive through the campus, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a student. I'm a Vanderbilt student, you know, like, look at me. I'm obviously smart enough to go there. But then I actually see those students that are walking around. I'm like, you were smart enough to get into Vanderbilt. Like, you're a wizard, Terry. It is definitely going to storm here. Do you guys see the skies? And it's way too warm outside right now. I'm getting a little bit concerned. Are they going to let me go? Thank you. Oh my God, it's a nun. Not a nun letting me cross the street. I don't know if that's a sign that I need to go back to church, but I've been thinking about going back to like a Catholic church because I'm Catholic. And I'm like, I haven't been in so long. Might be nice to go to a mass, but I just filmed a cringy, cute little TikTok for a little nail transformation. We'll do a little before here. Here's the before, a nice deep dark purple. Let's get these babies done. For Sophia. Gotcha. Thank you. And then can I have a coffee, please? Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. I'm wonderful, thank you. Okay, I'm thinking of doing kind of like a brown glaze. Like a brown with chrome on top. That's my guy. Okay, fun. Love this. You know, just a brown. I'm not too crazy about my nails. I kind of just decide on a whim. The next one I will be getting is a red glaze. Really into that. Ooh, this is kind of fun. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is the real reason I come. The Vietnamese coffee. So good. Do you drink this every day?
No, sometimes.
Okay.
I like it, but I drink, I'm tired.
Yeah, I totally understand. I can only have it ever so often because this gets me like caffeinated. I say this a lot, but these might be my best nails that I have gotten. Do you guys have a clear view of how perfect these are? Hold on, let me revert. OMG. Look at that. Anything with chrome. Once you start going chrome, I fear it's very difficult to get your like just regular polish without chrome. I haven't gotten chrome in honestly a while. I had to take a break from the chrome. I'm like, okay, because oh my God, you guys, I don't even want to tell you how expensive my nails are. you go for the experience. You get a free coffee, you get free complimentary coffee, champagne, and then water, obviously, which is great. Because honestly, coffee's an extra like $8 to $10. So I get to save myself that money. Here's my girl math brain working. So let me just explain, at least where I go, to Chow in Nashville. So it's $68 flat for dip. It's an extra $12 for tip, which for, even if you have to get one tip on, they charge you $12. So for 5 nails, I have to get tips on them because my other 5 nails, because they like broke off. So 5 of my nails are natural, 5 of my nails need tips. So they charge you $12 for a tip. An extra on top of the $68. Another $12 for special shape, which is a new one. I'm totally fine with paying for the extra tips and stuff. Special shape, which apparently, I guess, almond, whatever, is a special shape. I'm not sure what would be considered like a regular shape, maybe like a square, or is that a special shape? I'm not really sure. An extra $12 for that. And then an extra $18 for chrome. So yeah, without tip, it was $116. So anyways, yeah, I am willing to pay it, okay? This is here's again my girl math. Let me just speak my truth. I don't get my brows done. I don't get my lashes done, okay? So this is the only time I'm like actively I obviously do my hair, but that's like twice a year. And then I go to my skin firm appointments, which is like once every, 6, and at this point now, like 6 to 8 weeks, which is great. That's obviously an investment in itself. But I'm like, okay, I'm willing to spend the money. I get to pop on a podcast. It's kind of like a nice, sometimes getting your nails done is overstimulating, but whenever I'm with Tian, I love him. And he just like, he's so calm, cool, collected. His energy is very calming. So I'm like, I pop on a podcast. I have my Vietnamese coffee, which is fire. I get my nails done. It's worth the money for me. But yeah, I go every like 3 weeks now, which is great. So anyways, that's the spiel. We got to get home to Gemma Lou. We're going to take her to a park that's nearby where we live to tire her out a little bit before her group training session, because I do not need her going into that group training session full of energy. And in a little bit in this video, I'm going to explain what's going on with Gemma Lou with like a more energetic and reactive. She falls on the more energetic, reactive side of things. So we're training right now. I'll kind of go into that spiel in a little bit, but it is time to get home because I swear we're on like the brink of a storm right now. Not me leaving my wallet at the nail salon. They literally just called me. When I tell you I zoomed over here so fast, but also not like too fast because I didn't have my wallet while I was driving, but I zoomed over here so fast. They're like, hey, you left your wallet here. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not a forgetful person. I don't forget, like, I don't leave my phone places or keys or wallet. Like, I don't lose shit really ever. So when I do, I have a full-blown panic attack. Can you tell? Can you tell that I just had a panic attack? No, I feel great. I feel great. What are you talking about? But anyways, this actually works out perfectly because I'm also filming on my phone. This is back camera on the iPhone, which I feel like is pretty good. But while I'm out, before I take her to the park group training appointment that we have in a few hours, I'm gonna go grab her new kibble because I realized when I was feeding her lunch that she's almost out of kibble. So we've been doing still puppy kibble. She's doing medium and large dog, not small, because she was choking on the small kibble and she's gonna be, now that we know, a huge big girl. But I've been doing chicken based for the protein, whole grains, of course, that's super important for puppies, but I've been doing chicken based, and I don't know, I feel like she might be allergic to the chicken based. She's itching and licking her paws, but not to the extent where it's like constant, but it's enough for me to be like, let's try a different protein source as a base, maybe beef or salmon. We'll see what they have there. Hopefully they have that option. If not, I'll just continue with the chicken, but we're gonna go pick up some more kibble for her, and I'll show you guys the shop that I go to. Okay, so I ended up getting the beef and rice recipe. This is made with whole grains, which is really important. I got the smaller bag because I want to see how she reacts to this. This is okay for puppies as well. It has like a whole feeding chart on the back for like puppy feeding and everything like that, so I'll figure out how much. But she still has a little bit of kibble left, and it's important when you're switching over the kibble to wean them off of it. So what I'm going to do for dinner tonight is I'm going to do a little, like half of her chicken recipe and then half of this. And then tomorrow morning, same thing, half of the chicken, half of the beef, and then another half for lunch, depending on how much we have left. And then hopefully if her stomach is feeling okay, then we can do full beef. So I don't know. We'll see if this helps her allergies. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any words of wisdom or advice too, but I got to get home and I got to get Miss Gemma Lou to the dog park. Well, not the dog park, but a park where there's sometimes dogs. We avoid dog parks for sure.
Come here. People do this every single time. Okay, here we go. Roll over. Thank you. Means that we're going somewhere. This means that we're going somewhere. You sit down. Oh, that's a good girl. Yes, so excited. Okay.
Okay, I just took Gemma to the park and oh my god, she is so stubborn. I won't lie, you guys, I'm going to be completely transparent. She is a sleepy puppy and she is so sweet and she's got a great disposition and she does wonderful at home. She's potty trained, she's crate trained, there's so many pros, but I am struggling with her out in public. When we take her on walks, it's fine. She really struggles with approaching humans and dogs. And that is why we're going to a dog training, like group training class tonight, because I'm working with my trainer, but because of her health issues that she went through over the past couple weeks, like I updated you guys, I think in the last vlog, that pushed off our training a little bit because I just like didn't really know, like we were training at home, we were still taking her for walks, but we weren't able to train with the trainer or the group training until she figured her stuff out. But I am really struggling. She is so stubborn. She really struggles with greeting dogs and humans. Like she literally gets so excited, she jumps, she barks, and that like I know she's a puppy and it will come with time where she will settle out, but like I want to be able to bring her out now and I cannot do that. Like I feel like some puppies are just inherently calm, cool, collected, and she unfortunately is not at all. She could not be the most opposite way, and it's like oh my god, I'm gonna start crying, but every single time, it just is a struggle, you know? It's like so many pros, so many cons. I'm totally fine, you guys. I'm totally fine. I was bound to cry at some point because I've been crying every day for the past like 2 months at this point. But it's just a struggle, and with time it will get better, but it's so difficult right now to not feel like I just don't know what I'm doing. Like I do, but I don't know if like to other people, which it doesn't matter what other people think, but you can't help but like when you're walking and there's other people walking their dogs, and like Gemma literally will stop in her tracks and like completely bear down on the ground and start like barking and she won't come, and I have to like yank her with me, and it just is not a good scene. It's like nobody wants to see anybody struggling with their dog like that, and I just feel like when I'm out in public I am, which is totally fine. Oh my god, this is not supposed to be like this, but it's gonna be okay. The group training classes will be great. I have our dog trainer also gonna be coming over to our house, and he's gonna be bringing his dog as well. She just needs more training, and she's a dog that like really needs training as book. So that's that. I'm excited for this class. I need the knowledge and tools to be able to figure out how to handle situations when she does get overly excited, because the tools that I was initially given by my dog trainer are not working. So we're going to plan B right now, and we're in the process of figuring that out. And I just have to say, overall, thank fucking God that I have Gemma, because I genuinely think that she is going to prepare me, and she is, with all of these struggles and all of these breakdowns I'm having, I, from the bottom of my heart, feel like this is genuinely preparing me to have a real child. Like, I know that real kids will test you, and they will test you with your emotions and with everything, and Gemma is doing that to me right now. So all of this is going to be a learning lesson, and I'm just so blessed and grateful for this, because I'm like, thank God this is happening now and not when I have a child. Like, I can learn through Gemma on how to react in situations, on how to like control my emotions and like figure things out. So we're all in this together. If you are out there and you have a dog that is more reactive and like really high energy, or you're struggling with your puppy and you have puppy blues, like, you are so not alone. I am with you on this, like, more than you can even imagine. And I know I show her sleeping all the time because she is a huge sleepy girl, and she's a huge cuddle bug, and she's so sweet, and she wouldn't hurt a fly. Although she does eat flies, she would hurt a fly, but you guys know what I mean. I really struggle with her out in public, and I want her to be a public dog. Like, I want to be able to go to a brewery, you know, with friends or whatever, and just have her chill in there. I want to be able to do that, and right now we are far from that, but it's okay. She is testing me, folks. She really is. It's all gonna work out. It's all gonna be fine. I just had to get that out. You know when you need to have a little cry sesh, but I feel like every single time I take her out to the park, there's been times where she does better than others. But this time was not a good time. Like, we weren't even there for longer than 10 minutes. She was really struggling. She was not moving. I was having to pull her. She was not, like, she just was not doing well. That was a bad park moment. But I'm really excited for group training tonight. Like, I can't even begin to tell you guys that. Hopefully she's a little bit tired right now, so she won't be as high energy. But honestly, she's a puppy, so I can guarantee you that she'll probably be crazy for that. But I'm going to head home now. Chooch is done with work, and she is going to come with me to the training class because Nash can't, because he works until 11 p.m. so he doesn't get home until like 11:30 at night. So thank God I'll have Chooch there, because I will probably have a mental breakdown after group training as well. But I'm just glad, because when I'm out in these scenarios in the park and I don't know what to do and I'm just like, I feel like a failure, tonight when I feel like that, I'm gonna have a dog trainer to train me. Like, he's gonna keep me in check and train me and teach me what to do in these situations, and I'm very, very excited. So anyways, that's that. Okay, I just have to say sorry for crying, you guys. I feel much better now. You know, sometimes when you feel like all day you're kind of like on the brink of tears, and then it just takes one thing and you just need to get like a quick cry session. Like, you know, that buildup you have all day and you're like, no, I'm gonna fight it, and then you just like let it happen. That's kind of what I needed to happen there, because I've been on the edge all day. But yeah, that's like real shit right there, you guys. We're struggling. There's a lot, again, and no puppy and no dog is gonna be perfect at everything, right? Unless if like you're hammering in the training, which we are doing our absolute best here. But we're lucky that she does excellent with the things that she does great with, okay? And I always try to like focus on that, but it sucks when every single time I take her out of the house to go for a walk, to, you know, go to the park, it just feels like it is a mountain that I am climbing. And she'll do, and this is part of like the puppy training process, is that she'll do like amazing. Still, she'll struggle because she won't be perfect, but like she'll do really good some like one time, but it's like every fourth time. And then it's like she doesn't do good, and it feels like she's regressing. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I want her to be getting better, and now she's not, and now I'm like all over the place. But I just have to be patient, and yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot, you guys. Puppies are no fucking joke. Like, if anything, if you don't have a dog and you've been wanting to get a puppy, like, hopefully you guys are seeing through my content, like, the real rawness of what it's like to get a puppy, because yes, there's so many highs and I'm sharing those moments, but I also want to share the struggles and the realness of having a puppy. I just feel like people like don't show that at all or enough on social media. When people get dogs, they just kind of like never talk about it, but I'm definitely going to be talking about it because it has been affecting me, you guys. Like, it's been affecting my mental a little bit, because she's like my whole world, and I just want the best for her, and I want her to be the best. And I think also for myself, like, I'm really hard on myself, and I always hold myself to like really, really high standards, and I strive for perfection. And I think I'm like pushing that onto her, and she's a fucking puppy. Like, I need to take a step back. But yeah, anyways, I'll keep you guys updated after the group training session. It's just going to be a lot. Chooch is coming home soon. We're going to take her there. So I'll keep you guys updated. Fingers crossed. Everyone, let's just take a moment of silence. Moment of silence. That Gemma does well in her group training class. The good thing is that it's going to be a learning lesson for her that she needs to, on how to chill out. I'm going to get tips on that, on not to be as reactive and excited, and learning how to greet people and other dogs. I need to learn how, because she's struggling with that, and I'm like lost when it comes to that. And also it's going to be learning for the other dog that is more chill on how to act around an excited puppy or a reactive puppy. So it's going to be great. It's going to, no, like literally everything's going to be fine. Okay, update you guys later. Okay, it is the next day because, so we went to group training. I wish that I could have had like a GoPro on my bod to show you guys how Gemma was at group training. Overall, it was great because I now have some tools to help with Gemma. So we were there for about like an hour and 20 minutes. There was maybe like 8 or 9 other dogs there. Some of them were like way more trained. Some of them were a little bit reactive and growling, whatever. I mean, like we're all there because we all want our dogs more trained, right? Gemma was the youngest one. She's like around 5 months now. All the other dogs were maybe like 2 to 5 years old. So yeah, she's a puppy, like I've been saying, but she did not stop yapping for an hour and 20 minutes. Not once. Not once, not once. And everybody there was like kind of laughing about it. My trainer, he was like, it's okay. He's like, this is a learned behavior. Okay. So like, she just has to unlearn it, which unlearning things is a lot more difficult than learning things for dogs. But he's like, it's okay. Like, this is going to be fine. So I got some tools. I've got some tricks. Maybe I'll make like another video about it another time. But she was just like, for an hour and 20 minutes straight. But what's great is that because I could tell, like with other dogs, they were deep growls, they had their teeth gritted, they were ready to snap. Gemma wasn't like that, and it's not like I'm comparing, like we're all working on our dogs. That's something that you can totally like train out of your dog too. But she just had a lot to say. There was never once that she like snapped or jumped or got aggressive, and that makes me happy. And I knew that that was in her, but now putting it in a very controlled setting now, like I really know that, so it makes me feel better. I feel much better. Like I had a better sleep last night. Just, I needed to have like another little mental breakdown, but I've got some tools that I'm going to be using with Gemma and a lot more training tactics and everything. And I'm just like really happy about it because obviously, as you guys could tell, I felt very lost in the sauce with her yesterday. And it was just, yeah, it was just a lot. So anyways, yeah, that's about all I've got for you guys. That's the vlog. Okay, that's the vlog. I will be sharing in the next vlog the results that I get with LabCorp OnDemand. Super excited to share that with you guys. I'll be doing another vlog, or maybe I'll do it in my favorites video. I want to do a favorites video soon, so you guys can add some stuff to your Christmas list, because I think a lot of like favorites videos are great inspiration for either like gifts that you can ask for yourself, or maybe giving gifts to your friends or anything like that. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I just love you guys. I love this space, and I love you guys. I hope that you all are doing okay. Take care of your mental health always. Maybe go outside, go for a walk today or something. I'm not really sure. Get some movement in. It's gonna make you feel better. And we'll just end on my sweet baby and I saying goodbye to you. We love you. Oh, do you smell like peanut butter? I just gave her some. Oh, there you go. I just got peanut butter on my shoulder, huh? But we love you guys, and we will see you in the next vlog. Bye.